What's going on, everybody? So if you're like me and you have some sort of a zero turn or a riding mower, or any mower for that fact, a lot of times, depending on the time of the year it is, so we're going into spring right now, so there's a lot of sticks and branches and things that you end up hitting with your mower that damage your blade. So I just bought this mower last year, brand new. This is the Cub Cadet ZTS2 54-inch. Love it. Pretty fast, great cutting machine. But with spring just coming on, I started using it at the end of last season. So this season, my blades are all dinged up. Let me show you. So if you look at my mower blades here, you can kind of see how the edges are all eaten up, the teeth on both ends. This blade should be smooth. So those of you that are thinking, how the heck do I sharpen my mower blades if I've never done it before? Now, some people will use grinders. Some people will use like the grinder machine that you can attach to your work desk or your desktop here. I'm not going to do that. I found another way that works just as well. So if you don't have one of these, this is a grinder machine. This one is actually made by DeWalt, which I love DeWalt tools. No, this is not a plug for DeWalt, but this wheel here that you see looks like there's a whole bunch of overlapping pieces of like really fibrous sandpaper. This will do the trick. Now I'm going to show you two blades I've already done, and then I'm going to show you how I do the last blade. So here's a blade that I've already done, just to kind of show you the comparison. So here's the bad one. Let me show you the front. This is the bad one. And this is the one I just got finished sharpening. As you can see, I tried to take off some of the edge. You want to be careful because you want your blades to be balanced. You don't want to take off too much, but you want it to get to the point where your blade is fairly sharp. So that's that side, and that's the other side here, as you can see. Big difference, night and day. So we're about to do this one here and get it cleaned up. One thing you don't want to do, you don't want to forget your eye protection, because there are going to be little sparks flying. So as you can see here, it's pretty sharp now. I even tried to take off some of the edge of that rough stuff. There's a little ding here, but I'm not trying to get it razor sharp, but I'm trying to get it where it's pretty level and smooth. What you don't want to do is hold it at too much of an angle, because you'll eat your blades up. So it's actually really nice and sharp. Now we're going to do the other side. Same thing. As you can see here, I'm going to try to grind off some of these little nicks and chips. And this is from hitting rocks and trees. See how it nicked the blade? So it should look like this as a brand new blade, but it actually looks like this. All right, we are there. Now it's just time to put the blades back on. So a couple things I want you to remember is make sure when you're using the blade or using your grinder, you want to kind of, if your blade is like this, you want to kind of keep it even with the blade that's previously there. You don't want to do this and you don't want to do this because you can significantly mess up your blade. Plus your blades are supposed to balance well. Just makes cutting better. Like I said before, I am no expert when it comes to sharpening blades, but at some point, if you have a mower, you're going to have to sharpen your blades. Some people just buy new blades and replace them. They're not very expensive, but for me, it's just easier to take them off, which can be kind of a hassle, and then put them back on. Now I get the task of jacking up the mower and squeezing up underneath there to tighten these nuts down and getting these blades back on because I got about 6.5 hours of grass cutting to do today. So anyway, if you haven't done so already, make sure you like this video. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already as well. And as always, I love you guys, and I will check in on the next one later.